Welcome, Scorpio, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of January 20th through the 26th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all since it's general. So just take anything that resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else, and never put anyone else's opinion or advice, above your own understanding of the situation, right? You know best about your situation, Scorpio. So from the minor arcana, we already have one card there for the physical realm. Now we have one for the mental realm, and we are looking for, now we have one for the spiritual realm. Wow, one card for each category. Interesting, Scorpio. And let's see if we can get one card for the overall energy here. Oops, no, that's way too many. We just want one card from the major arcana to represent the overall energy. And remember, Scorpio, the cards are just here as a guide. I do not view my readings as predictions. Okay, Scorpio, nice. I do not view my readings as predictions. My intention is to attract cards that will either serve as many of you who are viewing this as possible, or in some cases it may be that just a small handful of people really need to hear something. So chances are, if you're watching this, there is something in here for you, but only you can determine that. All right, Scorpio, let's take a look at what we have here. In the physical realm, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. In the mental realm, we have the Three of Cups reversed. And in the message from the spiritual realm, we have, although it's all messages from the spiritual realm, obviously, we have the Knight of Wands reversed, and the overall energy of strength, which is a beautiful, beautiful card there, okay? So in your physical realm with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, I feel like some of you might just not be focused on work this week, or when you're at work, you might be really busy and it's taking you in a lot of different directions. I'm feeling like a lack of focus here. Again, like there might be a lot of things going on, and so you're not able to focus on what you really need to focus on, or you're not able to focus on one project. So let's say you have a project at work that you work on, but you work on other things at the same time. There are things that you address in the moment, and then there are those long-term projects in the background. I mean, I know lots of people whose jobs function like this, and I'm feeling as though you're all over the place maybe this week, focused on different things, and not able to focus on one specific thing. Now, and this might apply to more than just your work life, Scorpio. This is a general reading, so it's possible that for some of you, this isn't necessarily work. It could be things going on in your personal life, but I do feel as though there's a lack of focus this week, and maybe, your attention is being diverted into a number of different directions. But I'm also feeling like you're handling it, okay? So you have the Three of Cups reversed. So right away, as soon as I picked this up, I kind of felt as though some people around you might not be cooperative this week, and they might not be helpful, and that may be why you're feeling all over the place, or your attention is on so many different things, you know? So for example, if you do have a family and maybe you have kids, your attention might be all over the place, taking them to different things or helping this one with homework and that one with the other thing, and they might just not be cooperating, right? The frenetic energy of everybody being all over the place is just like, affecting everyone, and they might not be cooperative. If this is related to your work, it just may be that you have people around you who are also like all over the place, and they really aren't able to help, or they aren't helping matters. Okay. It may be that some of the relationships with people at work are not helping to move things along, not helping with, or might be adding to this, like being all over the place. But I do have to say one thing, Scorpio. If you're expecting that people aren't going to be harmonious, and you're expecting that they aren't going to cooperate, or maybe you're expecting that they won't do their jobs, or you're expecting that the kids won't do their homework. Because this is in your mental realm, and honestly, you really don't want to focus on the others involved in your life in this way, because if you expect them to be uncooperative or not helpful in this situation, whatever it is for you, then that's likely what you're going to get. It's vibrational. We get what we expect to get. We get what we think about. We get what we focus on. We get what we expect from people and from experiences. So these cards, as I think I said at the beginning, I view these readings as guides, and so this could be guiding you, Scorpio, to expect cooperation, to expect these people to be helpful, to expect that maybe you want to turn this Eight of Pentacles upright and maintain, focus in one area. Or even if you are all over the place with your focus, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you want the cooperation of others. So if you can change your thoughts about them, you can attract the better side of them, the better frequency, the better vibration from them, because it kind of goes both ways, right? You play off each other. So the best, you can't vibrate for someone else, but you can raise your vibration and your expectations, and then attract to you those whose vibrations match yours, and who will cooperate, who will be helpful, who will at least be pleasant to deal with. Okay? So you might want to get out ahead of that energy moving into this week. Now, in your message in the spiritual realm, you have the Knight of Wands reversed. So I'm feeling like this isn't, this experience isn't fun. The universe is kind of like, listen, Scorpio, I feel like you need to focus on, again, cooperation, good relationships, improved relationships, that kind of stuff, involving whatever this situation is, whether it's work or home life or whatever for you. Because with the Knight of Wands, I feel as though you could be having more fun than you are. You could be enjoying yourself more than you are. This journey of whether it's your career or raising a family or whatever this is for you could be like more joyful, and it could be lighter than you're allowing it to be. The potential is there for, just like the potential is there for good relationships with others. The potential for, like, the enthusiasm of the Knight of Wands. I always think this looks like the most fun of the Knight energies, because I don't know, I just always get like a fun and goofy feeling. I don't know, the position of the horse, and it just seems as though this Knight is kind of like galloping along in a fun way, in a lighthearted way, enthusiastic way. So the energy is here for moving forward in this experience, in this part of your journey. The potential for joy and fun and lightheartedness is there, but your expectations don't match that. I think you're just allowing maybe stuff to get to you, right? We get so wrapped up in what's going on in our physical world here, in the job or in the taking care of the family or whatever this work is for you. We get so involved in it that we give up our power to the physical experience. And what I mean by that is we forget about the spiritual aspect of it. We forget about the excuse me, my throat just got dry. We forget about the spiritual side, and that we need to care about our vibration, our frequency that we are emitting out there into the world for our own sake, so that we can attract that like energy back to us that we desire. Not that we don't, but when we get lost in the physical experience, the human side of things, and forget about tending to ourselves and our own vibration, then we just get caught up in what's going on, and our expectations become lower, our thoughts become sloppier. In other words, our expectations of others, the people around us, maybe being uncooperative or what have you. So it's really, really about taking the time to tend to your own vibration and reminding yourself that you are that non-physical energy who came here into this human experience for expansion. You came here for the experience, the expansion, the fun, the joy, and you knew you would experience some contrasting energy, some things that you didn't want to experience, but only for the sake of clarifying what you do want, and so that you could now focus on what you do want. So when we get caught up in what's going on, and a frenetic maybe momentum gets going, then like we're giving up our power. The 8 is the number of power, and you have it reversed here. So you may be giving up your power without even realizing it, because you need to get yourself into alignment. You need to maybe, sleep more, possibly meditate, do things that relax you, whether it's just reading a book for pleasure, listening to music, going out with a friend. I don't know, whatever that is for you that helps you get into alignment. Meditation is a great one. It's great to start the day that way, because you kind of like neutralize anything that's going on, and it allows your vibration to rise, and then you go out into the day that way, and it gets easier and easier to maintain a high vibration when you start meditating regularly. But let's get to the overall energy of the strength. So I find it very interesting here that you have the 8 reversed here, but you have the strength card upright. Okay, so now this is the figure on this card. I mean, you can't be in more alignment than that to be able to stand there and tame a lion. pet a lion. Have yourself that close to a lion's face, a lion's mouth. That is the epitome of alignment, of someone who knows that everything always works out, who knows that the universe is here to serve her, and does serve her based on her energy, her alignment, her frequency. So this is about recognizing your strength and your power, Scorpio. And it's funny. Wow, it's not funny. I shouldn't be surprised because I know how energy works, but while I was shuffling your cards, I usually shuffle the cards 7 times, and in between those shuffles I'll cut them a little bit, here and there as I shuffle them, but I shuffle them 7 times because it's a spiritual number. But while I was shuffling them, I almost forgot to tell you, I said, you know what, Scorpio is a very powerful sign. I'm going to shuffle these cards 8 times. And then you got the 8 of Pentacles reversed, indicating that you are like giving up your spiritual power, or not giving up, but kind of like just forgetting about it. But as your overall energy, you got the Strength card upright, reminding you of how powerful you are. And this power is definitely not just physical. I mean, you can tell just by looking at the card. This is infinite power. Look at the infinity sign. This is such alignment, such a knowing of who you really are and how things really work, that you can get up close and personal with a lion, right? I mean, that, I'm not recommending you go get in a lion cage, but you know what I mean. You're that powerful, Scorpio. So I love this energy for you. It's really part of this message is that if you want to enjoy yourself, if you want to have fun as you move forward in this journey, if you want to feel inspired and enthusiastic, you really need to tap into that power that you have, that power of being aligned with who you really are, which is way, way more than just this physical being having this physical experience. You've been here many times before, Scorpio. You're going to be here again, and you're fine where you are. And once you can realize that, acknowledge that, and feel good about that, you can just turn this energy around, and I feel like the week will just flow more smoothly for you. You won't even realize that, you won't even have you either won't recognize that people are unpleasant or uncooperative, or those people will just steer clear of you. You won't feel overwhelmed or like you're giving up your power when your attention goes in many different directions. And you'll turn this Knight of Wands upright, and you'll move forward on this leg of your journey feeling inspired and having a good time and just enjoying yourself. You'll feel enthusiastic, about your encounters and about what it is you're working on or what it is you're involved in. So I really do like this message for you, Scorpio. Listen, if it doesn't resonate with you, you might want to go check out your moon and rising sign messages, because they might have something to add or something to clarify. And if you'd like to support this channel, Scorpio, all you have to do is give it a thumbs up. If you really want to, you can subscribe and click the bell for notifications. But either way, my Scorpio friends, I want to thank you so very much for being with me. And I do hope you'll be back again with me next week, Scorpio. Have a great week.